Hey everybody, welcome back. Today I thought we would take a little quick impromptu tour around the garden. And it's impromptu because I haven't watered or mulched or made everything or weeded or made everything all pretty, but that is all right. We will just see what the garden is looking like right now and talk about how we have completely missed spring here in North Carolina, Zone 8A. Our mint is doing well. This is chocolate mint. And over there, we've got just some regular mint. This parsley is going to seed. And the other herbs here are looking okay. I need to come and do some trimming here. Thyme is looking all right. We've got a little bit of cilantro that's trying to hold on, but we've also got some weeds in here that are trying to take up residence, but you know, such is life. And let's go on over to Melon Hill and see what's going on. So, over here in Melon Hill, we have had some troubles. This corn, which is an Avalon sweet corn, I planted it. I planted that on April the 12th, and it's still tiny. I thought maybe I was overwatering it, so I pulled back on the water. I side dressed with some blood meal, and to no avail. So April the 12th, and it is now May the 21st. Corn grows faster than this. So I think what I'm going to do is pull it up and retry with the same seed. I think just those few frosty nights that we got when the weather got down close to 40 really stunted it, and so it doesn't look healthy. I'm going to pull it out and try again. We've got some French squash. I can't pronounce that. You guys have at it. Some zucchini and yellow scallop squash. I think, unfortunately, the same thing happened to these sweet potato slips. The good news about that is I have more that I'm hardening off right now, because the sweet potatoes that I'm using as basically the source to get my slips, they keep producing. So I think these may also have to come out. I'm kind of giving these a little bit of time. It's about to heat up, and sweet potatoes really love the heat. So we will give these a little bit more time and see what they can do. But I'm not sure about those. I've got some delicata squash here. I'm going to choose one and prune away the other one. Same thing with the sweet dumpling squash. They're still kind of small as well, and they look like they're a little low on nitrogen, so they may, I think I did give these a side dress of blood meal as well, so I'm not sure why they look so puny. Some pineapple winter squash. Clearly that one is going to stay. That one will go. Butternut squash. It got a late start, but it looks fine. And this is all sweet watermelon. That one I started in the house from seed in March, and that one I started directly in ground from seed on May the 2nd. This is some sugar baby watermelons. They're doing fine. Some honeydew and cantaloupe. And then some crimson sweet watermelon. That one was started indoors, and that one was direct seeded outdoors. I'm interested to see with these 3 melon here if there's a marked difference in how quickly we get fruit from the ones that were started indoor versus the ones that were just direct seeded into the soil. So we shall see. A little experiment. Down here, our grapes are looking lovely. They're growing well. Not too much to report, but they look happy. When we got some frosty weather, I put some trash bags over these to try to save them. They did fine. Oh goodness. Look at this. Look at this. You cannot go for a swing. No. No, 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 no. All right, you guys. when I'm done making this video, I'm going to have to untie this guy because he has decided he is going for a swing, and that's that on that. So clearly somebody needs to be told where and when they can have fun in the playground, on the playground. These grapes are looking lovely as well. Beautiful. I love grape leaves. They're so pretty. Okay. Back over here. This is one of our Asian pear trees. This one, we call her Venus. And that's because I started this one from a seed from a grocery store, from a Korean grocery store. And when I started the seed, the little seedlings look like Venus flytraps. And so we call her Venus. Here, Larry, Mo, and Curly are tea plants. So that's Mo. That's Larry. And that's Curly. They're looking all right. No complaints. I think we've got a little bit of a fungal issue that we need to address. But for the most part, they look all right. Okay. Over here is Phoenix. And I showed you guys her before. She unfortunately got chopped down so many times, but just as she has in the past, she rises again. So that's Phoenix. We love her. I got these cute little labels from Amazon. They're so cute. Anyway, and here is Jade. My daughter decided that that would be this Asian pear's name. So this is Jade. She's getting a few little fruit. She looks beautiful, healthy, perfect. Our blueberry bushes here. They're doing fine. We've got fruit set. And every day I say I'm gonna put some ag fabric over them so the birds don't get the blueberries. But every day I don't do it. Okay, they look good. Alright, let's go into the main garden. No, they're not ripe yet, baby. They don't.
Blueberry?
No, they taste gross when they're like that. They're hard and gross. Yeah. Oh, wow. Look at how tall this grapevine has gotten. Let me zoom back so you guys can see. They grow so fast. Here's some plants that I still need to get into the ground. This is some Chinese amaranth. Couple of regular straggler amaranth that are still surviving. This is more stevia. I have one plant on the back porch, but thought I wanted a few more, so I picked up some at a local nursery. And this is some pineapple sage. It has a lovely smell. I've never eaten that before, but I thought I'd give it a try. The citrus trees, they look good. It's a key lime, or excuse me, that's a Meyer lemon, and this one is a key lime, and there are two more that way. Alrighty, let's go into the main garden. You ever have those few straggler plants that you meant to plant, but there was no more room, and you can't bring yourself to throw them out or give them away? Well, these two are it. So they're basically just backup plants in case something happens to some of our others. Here are some onions that I grew from seed that I have to still plant. Strawberries are doing great. They look fantastic. They taste so much better than last year too. That one's got my name on it. Good. Sorry about that. Snack break is over. Okay. See, we've got some thyme, some tarragon, which it's my first time growing tarragon. It looks like it's trying to flower. I'm not okay with that. So you know what I'm gonna do? Pinch that off. As you guys know, I'm all about seed saving when possible, but I literally have not had this plant in the ground for more than a month. So I'm not okay with it doing that already. And our Ichiban eggplant is actually starting to set a fruit. Look at that. That's exciting. I put some spinach back here with the hopes that it would get shaded by this Japanese eggplant, because last year my Japanese eggplant got huge, almost like a small tree, and so I think it could give some shade. Over here we still have some bok choy that we can eat, and Artie, the artichoke, is glorious this year. He is so big and so healthy. I started him from seed last year, and I am so excited and hopeful to get some artichoke from him this year. So especially I have a feeling that once I use that bok choy, he's really going to take off. So I'm excited for that. There's some onions here. It's a long story. We started some determinate tomatoes on this side in these tomato cages. They're starting to set fruit already. All of the determinate tomatoes I started from seed indoors in the winter. This one, unfortunately, it's not a determinate tomato. It's an indeterminate, which means it grows and it just continues to grow. This is not the best trellising method for that type of tomato, but it is what it is. I ran out of room in my other bed, so he stays there. Back here, there are some more indeterminates, and I used a different trellising method here. If you guys are interested in the different trellising methods that we're using this year for our tomatoes, just leave a comment down below and let me know if you'd like to see a video on that. So I've got some green onions growing back there, some nasturtium, my Blue Lake heirloom green beans that are going to grow up this trellis. If you saw my last video, I made those trellises in a little DIY project. So we've got two types of green beans that are going to grow up this one. In this bed, we still have some lacinato or dinosaur kale. It is doing great. It's got some holes in it. You know why? Because it's delicious. That's why. So we think it's delicious, and the worms and caterpillar, not worms, but the caterpillars and bugs think it's delicious also. So that's the trade-off with the with more organic and natural gardening practices. You have to share your food sometimes. So with our kale here, as well as the bok choy there, those are basically the last of any kind of cool weather crop that I have in the garden. I do have some lettuce that is holding on, but it's quite frankly trying to go to seed, and I have a rogue parsnip or two, but for the most part we really didn't get a spring here in North Carolina Zone 8A, so I had to abandon any hopes of direct seeding, or excuse me, direct sowing any cool weather crops or lettuce or anything like that, because it went from pretty much winter to summer. For example, this week it will be in the 90s every day, and it may be in the 90s every day for 2 weeks. So, and it's not even June yet, so you know, it happens sometimes, and that's what we're experiencing. And you know, it's part of the territory. Have only been living in this growing zone for 3 years. I've lived in other growing zones, and because we were previously, you know, once a military family, always a military family, but because we were a military family, you never really got to sink in roots, pardon the pun, and learn a particular growing zone very well. So I am looking forward to really learning how to grow in this climate, because my husband is now retired from the military, and I should be able to really become a master Zone 8A gardener in a few years' time. Yeah, right. Let's keep looking at the garden. This is a fun thing that's happening. We've got some cilantro, which you'll be able to tell we love cilantro, so any spare spot I stick cilantro seeds in, because it never seems to be enough and it always goes to bolt really quickly. But it's starting to go to seed. So once you get these little flowers, and the little flowers on the very bottom of them, let's see if you can see that, you will start to grow these seeds. Let me get a good example for you. You can see where the flowers were. And then the seeds start to take form. And those green seeds, when left to dry on the plant, will become coriander. So if you did not know, coriander, the spice coriander, is the seed from the cilantro plant. So in this same bed, we have some of our indeterminate tomatoes. Got some Dr. Witchies, Cherokee Purple, beefsteak, and brandywine. Some green onions there. Some strawberries that they ran from this plant last year, and I just let them run. Some dill that's popping up here, and this lemon basil smells so good. Oh my goodness, it smells good. And those little ones right there, that's traditional Genovese sweet basil. I always just direct sow those. They come up so quickly. Some lemon cucumbers, Market More cucumbers that they look like they're kind of having a rough time. I'm not sure why, but they are. I don't know what this is. It kind of looks like some of the leafy greens that I thought I pulled. And it's coming through. We'll see. And some pickle bush cucumbers. This is an eggplant that I started from seed, an early long purple. I have not had the best luck with starting eggplant from seed, so we will see how that one does. I always buy one started plant of eggplant because I feel like I have not yet had a successful season of growing eggplant on my own from seed, so I always get a backup. The zinnias have started to bloom. It's our first one. Isn't she pretty? So pretty. Here's where our Mexican sour gherkins will go. I love those. They will grow up there. This is a miniature white cucumber. It also looks like it's getting eaten by something. Maybe a flea beetle? I don't know. It's a cucumber, muncher cucumber, and then I have another lemon cucumber growing there. This is some oregano and some chives that are going to seed. Aren't the chive plants so pretty? The little flowers. Oh, look at this. More corn. This is the Eden corn, and it's starting to sprout. Yay! Look. Happy birthday, corn. Happy birthday. Also, I sowed some green beans around the border. Oh my goodness, I didn't even see you there. Hello, Mr. Green Bean. How are you? You just popped up. I love green beans. They always pop up like, roar, I'm a green bean. So, there's a green bean there. Some lettuce that's on its last leg. I need to pull this out and re-sow the lettuce. All right, on this same bed here with the cucumbers are some sweet peppers. Got those growing there. Got some poppies here. They struggled. They really struggled in the frost. I didn't even think they would survive, but yeah, there they are, holding on. And some of the Z-scape poppies are even trying to grow back, so that's exciting. All of our potatoes, potato bags lining the fence. Potatoes are doing fantastic, as they do. This one is exciting for me because I've never grown this. This is a ground cherry, and it is already setting fruit. I love these little paper mache looking lantern type husk that it has, like a tomatillo. They're so pretty. So it's got quite a few of them on there already. I started that one from seed in the house a while ago. Speaking of tomatillos, those are right next door. This one, I didn't think it would make it, but it looks like it will, and that, thank goodness, because you need at least 2 tomatillos in order to get fruit. And I had 4 that I started from seed, and all of them but 2 died. So, well, I thought all of them but 1 had died, but that one is holding on. So I think we will have tomatillos this year. And over here are our hot peppers. We don't eat a lot of hot peppers, so we just have a few, and none of them are, extremely hot. Okay. And over here is our cherry tomato bed. I have not trellised this up yet. I will. Just haven't gotten around to it yet. Some of them are trying to set flowers already. That's fine. Oh, hey, it's Bert. Hey, Bert. Hey, wait. We call all of the big fat bumblebees Bert. So that's Bert. Hey, Bert. Hey, boy, hey. Okay. That's some of the lettuce. Oh, not that. That's some of the lettuce that I told you guys was still hanging on. That's a bronze beauty lettuce. And this lettuce is clearly going to seed. That one is kind of holding on. There's some Thai basil here. I planted a pomegranate start from the store. It's doing absolutely nothing. So, yeah. There's some garlic. It was from the store as well. I'm not hopeful about this. Doesn't look too good. I had about 6 in this pot. Now I have 3. So, this is elephant garlic. Conversely, it is doing much better, and that's kind of what you would expect with our climate here in the South, is for your elephant garlic to be the garlic of choice, if you will, even though it's not technically a garlic. Botanically speaking, it tastes like garlic, looks like garlic, we call it garlic. So, and another look at our friends. Mr. Corn, or this is Miss Corn, because this is Eden Corn, so we'll call her Miss Corn on this side. So, yeah, there you go. And that is it for the main garden. Let's get one last look. I like to do a big kind of panoramic scan, because in just a few weeks time it will look so different. It'll be so much bigger, so much more green, so much more lush, and just sit out here and enjoy it. So thank you guys for taking the tour with me, and I will see you next time. Happy gardening.